Hi everyone. Hi. Sorry. I am farting around with my setup. It's not working. It is kind of working. Um, I don't know. Oh, you can see. Oh man, you can kind of see behind the curtain here. That's a bit crazy. Anyway, I didn't even have my bot running. Oh, I said to myself I was gonna get all ready to go. So anyway, I don't know if anyone's aware, but Twitch just changed their multi-stream policies. So basically, I'm allowed to stream to multiple places. Kevin, you get out of here with my password. You didn't see my password. Password is 12345. And yeah, and so it. So I'm streaming to Twitch, obviously, and then I'm also streaming to YouTube right now. So if you're here from YouTube, which I don't know why you would be, because I didn't really announce it at all. Hi and welcome. I might be better there. Yeah. What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying, but I don't like it. So, anyways. Yeah, I got some YouTube, got some stuff. So if you want to know where I am, I'm just right over here, right here, the YouTubes, right there. That's me. Look, I'm live. Hi. Woo. Oh my God, it's delayed. Okay, get out of here. Does the chat sync? Well, it doesn't. So there's some rules about the way that you can do this on Twitch. You have to keep everything within Twitch, but I can monitor my stream chat from YouTube. So, but I'm not gonna put it on here, but y'all can hang out with me here. So, does this work though? Let me just see. Yeah, it does. Sweet. So I'm popping that up there. Cool. All right. Well, today we're gonna do some cool stuff. I have been promising end-to-end testing for a while, and I am gonna dive into it today. So I don't know if you're not aware. We used to use Jest. We being the WordPress community, Gutenberg, we had some Jest end-to-end tests, and now that's all been migrated over to Playwright. So I'm going to play around with Playwright and see if I can't get some tests in place for my advanced query loop plugin. But we can also do like another plugin, some basic stuff. But I thought that the advanced query loop one was a good example because there's a lot of controls, there's a lot of things, and so we can mess around with it. Because I just realized, well, I didn't just realize, someone brought to my attention that when 6.4 was released, which was like 2 days ago, there was an issue with my query loop, advanced query loop. So the post selection, the post count, now it doesn't work if you're inheriting the query. It's being overridden. So, which is a bit frustrating. So I thought, well, having some tests in place would catch that kind of stuff for me. So anyways, let's take a look. So there's this awesome article that Aki, our good friend Aki Hamano, wrote, translated from Japanese, I believe, and I'm basing a lot of this on that because it's a great little introduction. Talks a bit about what you have to have running and all this sort of stuff. So have a read of that, which is super cool, and I am going to just start adding some tests. And there's a couple of weird things that I found. So I've done a bit of work. So here we are in my advanced query loop thing. So I've done a little bit of work, so I'll just kind of take you through it. First thing I did was, what did I do? Oh, first thing I did was I updated the scripts package to the latest version. So 26.16.0. I don't know if you can read that or not, but there we go. 26.16.0, because older versions don't have Playwright. You have to do custom configurations, all this sort of stuff. So if you're using the latest version, which is what that is, you will be A-okay. And then I've added these two scripts to my package.json. So test E2E. Oh, Asan Shaheen, thank you. Hello. Welcome aboard. Yeah, he's saying hi from the YouTubes. So thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, so I've added these. So we've got test and just to run the end-to-end test, and then we've got this debug. Now I love debug because it actually pops up like the headless Chromium or Chrome thingamabob, and you can step through your tests, and that's really helpful. And I'll show you why in a minute. I don't know if they can see you, Kev. So we're just gonna say Kevin! That's for YouTube from Kevin. There's some rules around connecting chat, which is kind of bummer. It's kind of bum. It's not a thing that people say. Yeah, so I've done that and I've done that. Now the other thing, I found this very weird, was I had to have, so if we follow along with Aki, which I don't know if Aki's here, but if he is, say hi, because Aki's the man. You have to have env running, because if you don't, let me just show you what happens here. I'm just going to clear this out. If I go npm run test e, now this is, so I have Docker running. Actually, let me just check to make sure. I don't think I have anything else running. No, the only thing I have running is Tau, so that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to close that out. Standby. So I just run E to E. I should get some failures. Yeah, so this is a weird cryptic error. Now, if you get this error, this is basically Playwright saying it's not working. So what you have to do is either have env installed in the package. So I actually have it as a dependency here, right here. So if I go npm run env, or what I have it set as, env, and I go --start, this will set it up in the background. It's going to do a bunch of stuff, but you have to have that running in order for the end-to-end tests to work. So I need to unpack that a bit and understand it a bit better, because to me that seems like a weird dependency outside of the testing. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason for it. I need to just figure that out. So now if I run npm, you know what, I'm gonna make some changes here because I've done a bit of work, but what I want to do is I'm gonna just make the tests go away. So if I go npm run what is it, e2e no test, sorry, test e2e, it's gonna actually run, and now it's giving me an error saying no test found. So that's an error, but it's an error meaning that like, oh yeah, the test suite ran, but I didn't find any tests. So let's look at what we're supposed to do in the article. So this is just creating a block. We already have a block. We don't need to do that. Now, this is an important flag. So if you're building this for your block, make sure that you have env, the env flag passed to, I keep looking over here at the screen. I should be looking here, y'all. If you pass this, this will add integration of WP env into your block. So, and then we start the block, and now this is just sort of going through some blocky stuff that we need. So the cool thing about scripts is that it already comes with everything that we need. There's the Playwright test, there's the Playwright in end-to-end test utilities, all this sort of stuff. Everything's already there. We don't need it. Or we don't need to add anything more, I should say. So then I've already added these. There's another one of these. If we look at the documentation here for the developer blog, or at the developer blog, you can, not developer blog, at the block editor handbook, there is a third one for help. I haven't run it, but we can probably set that up. We should probably set that up and see what it does. But anyhow, where was I back here? So once that's in place, you're good to go. And so we're here, no errors. So now it's going to look, by default, it's going to look inside of a specs directory. So if we just wanted to do this and go specs, right, that's where it's going to look. I think it's going to probably still tell us that we don't have any tests. Yeah, so there's no tests found. But if we do a super basic test, right, this is nice, except in this plugin, you might want to have, now this is my personal preference, so you can leave it as specs, and that's fine. And then you wouldn't need to customize the Playwright config at all, right? So you just run this, it says no tests found, still can't find any tests. But it's going to look in here for tests. So I have a basic one. I'm just going to drop it in. We won't look at it quite yet, but if I run this, still didn't find the test. Why didn't I find the test? Specs? Is it looking in a different place? Weird. Specs. Okay, well, never mind. Just you never mind, because what I'm doing anyways is I am I'm putting it in a test folder, because you might have end-to-end tests, you might have unit tests, you might have PHP related tests, you might have PHP end-to-end, like there's lots of things that you could have, right? Oh, Kevin, I just got your joke about YouTube not seeing you, and you're like, they'll live, because, you know. Anyhow, so all this is doing is just sending the test directory to be end-to-end test. So now, yeah, so that gets us down to here. So I have, like I said, I have some tests in place. So if I run this now, I should get some tests. So there we go. So running tests, I'm going to be saying tests about 1,000 times, 2,000 times probably in this stream. So just get used to it. Oh, so we got some failures, but that's okay because I'm doing some messy stuff. So cool. So let's look at this test. So what I'm doing in this test is I'm doing some things. I'm going to just hide this for now because, and I'll explain it. So when you get a test, so you run test.describe, you say what this is. So we're going to say this is inserting, this is going to be a basic, we're going to say inserting a block, inserting the block. This is the test that's going to run. We're going to test that it inserts the block. So before this, each of these tests, we're going to create a new post, which we need that because we're going to be inserting it, right? And then, so this should, oh wait, no, sorry. This is advanced, looks like query loop, right? And then this should be, should be inserted, right? So we have that. So what we're gonna do is so these tests all get passed a number of things through this as parameters. So we can actually look and see what gets passed in there. If we look, not there, I'm sorry. Where do we see that there? Documentation. Right, so if we look here, they get passed an admin object, I guess, editor object, page utils object, and request utils object. So what that allows us to do is access the various utilities that have been defined. So we can poke through here and look at some of the utilities, like they're all in here. Like for example, what are we doing? Let's look. So we got admin, right? Paul Byrne, good morning, good to see you. So if we go into admin and we have tests, we have create new post, and what this is going to do is this is a utility just for creating a brand new post, right? So there's a lot of these helper utilities. So we're going to do this, we're going to create a new post, and then in our test, we're going to get editor passed to us. So editor is going to insert a block. We give it the name of the block. Now this is a block variation. So if I were to remove that, we should just get a query block inserted, right? So I had to add the attribute of the namespace because that's how we're determining whether this is my variation or not. If you were just doing a standard block, like if you just wanted to create a block and insert that block, you wouldn't need to do this. But this is how we make sure that there's a variation. So what we can check, and then, okay, so I'm going to clear this. I'm just going to run this test and see what happens. So this is going to, advanced query loop should be inserted. This is the test. Okay, so what was the failure? Let's see. Okay, so a snapshot doesn't exist. So does that mean that there should be, there we go. So this is a snapshot, so it's here. So this is what gets created. This is expected. When you write a test for the first time, there's no snapshot. So that's what it compares against, right? So down here, we're gonna match the snapshot that's being generated for this test. So the first time you write the test, the snapshot won't exist. But now we should have this, and we should be able to get, now it's passing. Now technically it's not correct. I'm gonna delete that one. This is technically not correct because we should have our namespace. Now, how do we know? How do we know? Well, we can do something really cool. What we can do is we can actually run this test with our debug, right? Debug. So if we look at our package JSON, we have end-to-end test, which is run the test. Then we have debug. Now, putting it in debug mode does some really cool things. So first thing it's going to do is it's going to pop open basically a browser window, right? So this is like the headless Chromium browser window. I'm going to try to zoom it in. I don't know what that's going to look like though. And then our inspector, which also might need to be zoomed in a little bit. So it tells us the step we're in, so we can step through. So the next thing it's doing, so now it navigates. So it's going to post new. It's created content, right? You're gonna step through the next function, step to the next function, or the next step. See, so now it's inserted a query loop. So this is not what we want, because we want our block in there, right? So we can just keep stepping through to the end, and it'll close. So what we need to do is bring this namespace part back, right? So now if we run that again, you don't have to step through things each time. What you can do, oh, I'm gonna have to zoom this in every single time, right? That's annoying. Okay, so I can just press I don't know if you can see that, but there's a play button here, and it'll just play through the whole thing. So if we look quickly, it's gonna create, oh, that was way too fast. But you can probably see that it actually inserted the advanced query loop variation now. I'm gonna just step through this a little bit. And then it gets to here, So there we go. So now we know that this is right. And then we'll step through to the end. So this is, let's run it without the debug. So this is probably going to tell us that this is it's incorrect, right? Yeah, it's not correct. So how do you update? That's something that I'm not sure how to do. So this is exactly what we want. And you know what I don't remember how to do is update the snapshot. So let's go to Playwright. Playwright, update snapshot. You could do it with a flag. Visual comparisons. Oh, okay. So you pass. Looks like you pass. I saw that. I think it's our update snapshots. There's a flag. There we go. I think that's what we want. So if I run this and I pass this, I think that'll update the snapshots. And we'll check. That looks right. Okay, so now we can look at the snapshot. Okay, there we go. So now we got the namespace passed. So that's correct. That's what we want, right? This test just makes sure that the query loop gets inserted, right? So that's a very basic test. So, which is great, but it doesn't really test much. So we have to get through the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to create a second test. I guess. Should I create a second test? I'm not going to create a second test. So what I want to have happen, let's run through our let's go to debug again. Because if you want to work with this block specifically, or any block, we're probably going to need, so we're going to step through, we're going to get to the point where it's been inserted eventually. So what we want to do is we want to have Playwright do something here, like, because we need to create our template, we need to do all of that. So we need to have it target these buttons. Now it took me a while to figure this out. I did a bit of digging on this earlier. But there's definitely some if you look in here, you can this is where you can find the specs. So the specs are for we can look in the editor, we can look in blocks, so you can see tests for a whole lot of blocks. So we're gonna look at the query tests. And this is like before all, this is deactivating or deleting all posts, deleting all pages, doing all that kind of stuff. And this is after the tests, we're gonna delete all this stuff, right? So this is what we're doing before each. We're gonna create a new post after each one. And then in here, query block insertion. So we've done this, right? Now this is the fun part. There is a editor.canvas. So we're looking for get by role, and then document. So if we look in here, we should be able to find, I have to make this bigger and zoom it in. This is the, well, I don't know if you want to call it a fun part or not, but we should be able to, okay, so there we go. So if we look for the role, can you all see that? Maybe it's not quite zoomed in enough. Go down there a bit more. So we look here, we've got, where is that? Role, right there. So role document. So if we get that, we can grab this by the role. Oops, sorry, jumping around. So I basically stole that, right? So we're gonna grab the document and the name of the role. So the role is description, and then there's gonna be the value should be name. So if we look in here, we should have role is document, and then name is somewhere. Data. I wonder where that. It's getting it from there, so it must be using the label. Maybe it should be like. Interesting. So what did I put? Name. So it's going to look in the canvas. It's going to get the editor.canvas. It's going to get this document thing. It's going to grab that. Inside of that, it's going to look for a button with the name start blank. And then it's going to click it. So if I save that and I basically, I guess, stop the test, run it again. Nope. Like that, we should get to the next step. So we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do that. Okay, so you see that little red thing just popped up? That's going to click that button. So we click this, boom, and now it's clicked that button. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to choose one of these. Now you can do either one. If you had a template that you wanted to use, you could use it. If you wanted to use oh, mission accom. Who did that? Who's that? I don't know who did that, but is it not? That's weird. I didn't get in. Kev, was that you? I don't know who that was. That was weird. Maybe I gotta get my Twitch chat out again. Anyhow, so we need to just have one of these set up. And this is kind of where I left off yesterday. Is like when I was doing my homework, if you will. What is this? Okay, and then so we'll just kind of click through, and then it's done. So I want to click on one of these. Excuse me. Right. Okay, good. So this is kind of where I left off here. So let me look at these specs again. So we got page, get roll. So we can look at this. So I think we want to get the same thing, but we want to maybe grab this ARIA label and look for that. So let's see what that does. And honestly, I find like the hardest part about this. Oh, Paul did that. Did that? I didn't get any indication who did that. Thanks for doing that, Paul. Appreciate it, Paul. Okay, cool. So let's see where this gets us now.
What the deuce?
What the deuce? You know what's annoying? I'm using something to track my chat, but I can't tell who redeemed fun things. That's obnoxious. Let me just see if I can put that doc back in. Chat. All right, well, we'll see. Ugh, that's horrible. All right, cool. Anyways, well, Paul, you're the best, and whoever just did that, what the deuce, is also the best. The second best. I have a feeling it might be Kevin. All right, what am I doing? Okay, so let's step through. Let's see what we can get here. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we're going to click the start blank. We're going to... Okay. So it can't find that, maybe. Okay, so this is where I left off. So this is telling me that it can't actually find this thing that I'm looking for. Can I step back? So let's inspect this and find out a way of grabbing this. So, oh no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I wanted to grab this. And I'm gonna zoom in. This is where it transitions from a teaching stream to a what the actual F stream. All right, so role is list. So maybe we should grab that. Okay, so we'll grab this. Then I grab the role of list. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna grab that again. List and the name. How can I get the list? Where are we here? Role is list. Where the hell did that go? There it is. Role is list. We're gonna go block variations. Put that in there. Right, and then inside of that, I want to get Maybe I can get a button. Can I get a button by doing that? And then maybe this will work. If anyone has any like real experience with this stuff, you just drop it in there. I'm looking at you, Kevin. I'm looking at you. So what I'm hoping that this will do is it'll get the role. Inside the role, it'll look for a list with the name block variations. Then inside of that, it'll look for a button with the name of date and title, and then it'll click it. With a little luck, it'll work. But maybe not. Maybe not. All right. I'm not gonna keep zooming this in, so hopefully y'all can see it. But if you can't, you tell me, and maybe I'll zoom it in. Okay, cool. Oh, boom, haha. See, get by area label is probably more resilient there. See, okay, so here's the thing, Kev. Is there a Playwright? I couldn't find a get by area label. Like in Playwright, that's the thing that I was trying to figure out. So get by like area, like there's get by label, right? Well, that's what I thought, but there's like, so get by role allows locating elements by their ARIA role, ARIA attributes, and accessible name. So, yeah, there's locator. You can use locator, and you can actually put like CSS stuff in there. But role seems to be what we want, because there's like area. You can somehow get it by ARIA attributes, but I don't know. I don't see an example of that. You know what I'm saying? Selector can probably be anything. For what? Oh, like the locator? Yeah, I can. I think I have an example of that. So I was doing some stuff like this, right? But that wasn't working. I couldn't get that working. So this is an example of trying to target that same page with basically CSS. You know what I'm saying? CSS. That's what I'm saying. Now I may have needed to use editor.canvas. Well, this gets me where I wants to be anyhow. So that's the thing. So where did I go? Where did we end up? Await page from GPT. There's no $sign though. Where's the $sign? There's no $sign, Kev. Is $sign shorthand for GPT? Yeah. Well, I think because Playwright's also made some changes too, right? Like there's Playwright Test and there's Playwright Library. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of a noob with Playwright, but I'm having fun with it. Having fun with it is what I'm doing. Having a grand old time. Awesome. Let's get back to testaroos. So, all right. So now we've got that in there. So we got some stuff. So what I want to do now is I want to select the block. And I want to, okay, so let's rerun this. So let's test toggling. Let's test that the advanced, okay, so what I want to test, I don't know what I want to test. So this is basic insertion, right? This is really like nice and simple. Advanced query loop block should be inserted. So if it's there, it's there. So this stuff we don't really need this, I don't think, right? Not yet, anyhow. So we can write another test. So I'm just going to call this insertion. So that's a very basic test that runs. Now I'm going to just copy this one. I'm going to call this controls .spec.js. So my idea here is that I want to insert this and I want to make sure that this stuff is here, and then I want to make sure that the controls are in place, right? So advanced query loop should have advanced controls panel, right? Because if we look at what it actually does, so if I go in here and I select my block, right? I should have advanced query settings, right? So that panel should exist. basically. That's where I want to go. I should probably call it advanced query settings. Advanced query settings. Settings panel. So this is just going to test that that's there. But now to actually, do I need to do that? Hold on. If I delete this, and I can put it in advanced query loop. Oh, okay, I don't have to do that. This is the only thing that I need to check. Okay, so I don't need to go through all of that. So I'm going to get rid of this stuff, right? And then I want to just hide that for now. I'm going to need this when I want to start testing individual controls. Like for example, I don't know, to make sure that I'm showing that the slider works. It doesn't actually work right now, but like, you know, weird. I feel like this shouldn't be here if this is here, but whatever. Whatever. Maybe I do need to have that. You know what? I am gonna do that, I think. So this will just pick the basic title and date. Right, so if we run that, what happens if I run debug? Will it just do both? I feel like it might just do both. Okay, so what test am I running? Oh, I can pick the test. Can I not pick the test? No. I don't know what that does. Let's see, jump through. Insert to block. Okay, clicks that. Is it gonna run a second test now? Oh, okay, that's fine because I think it's saying it doesn't have a spec. Okay, that's all right. Okay, but did we notice? I don't remember now, of course. Did we notice if can you pass the test you want to run? If I run controls, no, here we go. What tests? E2E controls. If I just do that, let me just run that one test. Yeah, looks like. So if I run through this, I just want to see if I have to open that sidebar, because I don't know if I do have to open the sidebar or not. Come on, friends, let's go slow. Yeah, so that's not open. So I need to have that toggled open. So let's look and see. It's going to probably be in utilities here. So not source. We're going to go source. We're going to go, I guess, editor. Open document settings sidebar. So I should, what is this? This is an editor, so I should be able to go await editor dot that. I don't know what that's gonna do. Let's test. Okay, I'm gonna run that. Okay, so that opened. That's wicked awesome. And then oh, that's super neat. Why is that doing that? Okay. So if I inspect this now, I should be able to find, oh, come on. I need to get a role, I think, for that. I need to find a way of identifying this thing. So let's look. best. Not the best. That's a button. Okay. How the hell am I going to target that then? That is interesting. No. Boy, that is just not doing what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, so that opens that, which is great. But then how do I need to be able to target? Let's look in the specs here. To match object. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, okay, let's see. I wonder if there's any other tests that would check that. Maybe buttons. Has focus on button. Has button on slash inserter. I wonder if I could. Okay, so there's a locator there, right? Locator the block editor link control. So there should be a. No, there's not going to be any way of getting that. So if we go by button with the text, let me just see if I can do it that way. So I go wait. Dot locate door locator button has text. You think that's it? I think that would work. Let's see. All right, I don't know. Let's see. I'm like literally making it up as I go along, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't think. Let's look back in here now. So it's just page.locator. This is page.locator. Page.locator. Oh, page probably wasn't passed. I need to pass that. Page.locator. Okay, we'll see. So, wait, I don't think that's right. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, found it. Okay. Right? If I click that, it should toggle it closed. Okay, so so I need to do an expect here, right? Right, because I want to expect await. Okay, is it like to exist maybe? Let's see. Expect options. What we got? Expect options. Maybe there's like a to exist. Is there an exist to be generic assertions? To be closed, to be defined, to be false, to be greater than. What's it? Define. To be visible, maybe. Then we want to be visible. I think that's what I want. So where's this? To be visible. Expect blah, 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 to be visible. Okay, so if I put this in here, to be visible. Test that. The controls are visible. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm like waiting for it to do its thing, and it's waiting for me to tell it to do its thing. Okay, click on the thing. Click on the thing, right? It's there. We're gonna check, and we're gonna match. Expect to be visible. Close, and I think that passed. So let's run it without debug and just see what happens here. I think it passed. Okay. Oh, should be inserted. Why is that not right? Oop. What did I do? Yeah. Insertion. Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll just update the snapshots. Just because we can. Okay, so should... Yeah, what's this say? Sweet Lord, look at that. Excuse me. That's really cool. Okay, so let's change something here, and I'm just going to do this. This should fail. That should not be right, because that won't exist. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's great. Okay, so now we know we have. Now that we know we have. I don't need this. Oh, it doesn't need to click that. The deuce, get out of here. Okay, so we're gonna. Why is it doing that? Open the block editor settings. Block settings sidebar. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so now we know we have basic controls, right? Advanced query loop. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? So now we have controls. So I wanted, maybe we should run this before each. For each, we're gonna create a new post, and then maybe this stuff all needs to run, because we're gonna be doing this for every single thing. So what's the best way of doing that? Maybe I should move all this stuff. What if I move all this stuff into here? Is that going to work properly? I don't know, because before each test, what we want to create a new post, then we want to insert a block, and then we want to get the block set up. And now at this point, we're going to open the settings sidebar, and then we're going to test it. So let's run that again. We'll run this and see what happens. Because I have a feeling, especially with this block, there's going to be a lot of like running all the setup all the time, right? And then sorry, my watch is buzzing. I don't know what it wants. Somebody's harassing me. Okay, so that looks right. Okay, so let's run another test then. Okay, let's look. So if we get back in here, so we're at this point. This exists. What if we toggle? There's a lot of stuff in here. what's the best way of doing this? So what if we toggle inherits, if we toggle this, we should only see these things. So we'll need to test to make sure that that's accurate. Man, this is fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. I wonder if there are any utilities for like block editor sidebar stuff. Kevin, are you getting bored, Kevin? Is that what you're doing? Is that what that is? Jackass. Oh, boy. Kevin's yawning. You're bored, Kevin. You're boring, Kevin. All right, well, now you got me all self-conscious, Kev. There are some commands that interact with the sidebar. Yeah, I'm just looking for them. Do you know where they are? Not to open a panel, I don't think. Get edited post content. So what do we got here? Editor, maybe? Click options, click block toolbar, get blocks, get edited post content, insert blocks, open document settings. Well, that's the one we did. Preview, publish post, save draft, select blocks. Set content, settings, fix toolbar, set preferences, show block toolbar. None of this really helps with the sidebar stuff. Edit post to visual. Page utils? What's in here? Drag files is current URL. Press keys. No, we don't know none of that stuff. Kevin thinks Kevin's getting bored, everybody. Open a document settings sidebar. Yeah, okay. Page.click. Button, role, region, name, editor settings. That is some crazy stuff. So what is this? Role region. What block is this that I'm looking at here? Button. Editor settings. So if I go... I wonder if I put on buttons. Width settings. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that's how they're doing it. Maybe there is a, where is that? Button width? Is there a button width somewhere? Grab button. Spec that. Oh, right there. Area labels button width. Role is group. Okay. See this, okay, so this is interesting. All right, so let's see. So I wanted to come in here and I wanted to check to see what this was. What does this give me? There's like nothing in here that really makes that easy, does it? Region, editor settings. Okay, so that's targeting, sorry, where was that? In here. Yeah. Oh, that's what settings. Okay, that's what that is. So that is targeting everything in here, right? This is the role editor settings. And then it's targeting this down here, which is, where is that? Down here, region, editor. Nope. Nope. Where is that? In here? Somewhere in here. Tabs. Tab list. Oh my god. Role settings. So I don't think I have that with this. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so inside of that, and then in here, some glitz in chat. Is the Twitch chat going all weird? Let me just see what's going on. Some glitz in chat. Open general sidebar. Where's general? Where's that one? Maybe I should look at index and see what's being exported. Open. I don't even see it. Open general. Use dispatch edit post store. What are you talking about? Oh, that thing. Yeah, but you wouldn't use that in a unit test. Like, you wouldn't use that in a test, would you? Like, I guess I could. I guess you could. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, you could do it that way. It's interesting. That I never thought of that. So this is basically opening the editor settings and then going to the settings, and then this is clicking that button. So role group, but this is very complicated. This is a very interesting way of doing this. Right? Role option name. So where? Oh God, I think maybe to make this easier, I need to be testing this a little bit differently, right? Like color, like there's roles and stuff in here that I think I need to be finding. Or adding maybe that's the issue. There's so much nested crap in here. I can't even find that. Where'd that go? So like we want to go cyan bluish gray. Role option name is color cyan bluish gray. So we're keep doing that. It's really too bad there aren't more utilities specifically for targeting things like that. Like for the color panels, typography, these are all block supports related stuff, right? Monty Logic, how's it going? How is it going, Monty? Paul, were you saying that there's something going on in chat, like chat's broken? Add is feature active welcome guide and toggle feature welcome guide if you have issues with your CI with that. I'm sure what is it? P. Georgiev, hello. Is feature active welcome guide and toggle feature welcome guide if you have issues with that in your CI environment. Not sure if I don't think that's a thing that it's handling. Oh well, I mean. It's in CI. I got to spend. Oh, cool. Oh, right. Sorry, that was the mission accomplished thing, right? That's what you're saying. Otherwise, the guy would pop. Yes, it would. It would. I would imagine that it's being handled though. Like I'd imagine somewhere like they must have thought of that. Like if we look at some of the utilities here. Like the editor, like where would we do this? Site editor.ts, is that? Dismiss this notice. No. I'd really hope that they would have that sort of handled. Right, like the navigate to page thing. Visit site editor. So there's like a showing guide thing here. welcome guide. Yeah, like it's setting all the welcome guide stuff to false. So I would imagine that it's handling it for us, because that would be a pretty common error, like a pretty common issue for a fresh install. Because there is CI stuff, like because these utilities are being used in Gutenberg as well, and there's end-to-end tests being run in Gutenberg. But it's a really good call out though. What Kevin's talking about is if you have a brand new install of WordPress and you go to the site, you go into the block editor. It pops up a modal that says, "Hey, welcome. Have you ever played with this thing before? It's awesome. You should," and all that fun stuff. Okay, so what am I doing? I forget what I'm doing now. I want to toggle that. I want to click that button. So let's see. How can I target that button? How can I target that button? That's a label. But I want to target this. Inspect. Track. Man, this does not give me anything helpful there at all. Maybe it's up here. Nope. Okay. So I don't want that. I need to look for something inside of. I need to look for something. Okay, so let's see. So we have controls. The next test is going to be. They're going to say test is going to be should display subset when inheriting query. Oh my god. How do you spell inheriting? Inherit. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Inherit. Yeah. Inheriting. Let's see. Is there a way? Yeah, quick fix. There we go. Inheriting query. That's embarrassing. And that's going to be an async function. It's going to be an async function. We're going to get past a couple of things, and we're going to do that. Right? Yeah. Probably going to need page and editor. Who knows? Let's put nope in there. And then in the body of the thingy, we're going to need, okay, I need to, oh shoot, I had an idea of how I was going to do that. We're going to do something like this. Are we going to do something like this? It was going to be page, right? Page locator, so it's just something along these lines. Right. Oh wait, page locator, so it's not going to be that. It's going to be, what do we have here? We had a button. We're going to roll button with text of settings. So it's going to be get roll. And then we're gonna also get. We want to do another. All right, let's just see. I want to see if that works. I don't know if that's gonna work. That might be a little bit too. That might be a little bit too generic. One thing I have noticed is if you make your selectors, like if you make things way too generic, it matches too many things, and then it doesn't work. It just fails. So, okay. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Okay. Yep. It's there. Okay. Oh, cool. Now it's running another test. This is the second test that is running. Let's see. Again, I'm gonna set all this up. Okay. The result of 5 elements. maybe what I need to do, so there's only one settings. Okay, I think I need to be more specific. So if I grab what was being done here. Right, if I grab something like this, I think what I want to do is I want to do this. I want to grab, now I want to grab that. I'm going to locate her, right? I'm going to grab that, locate her. So that should be the settings thing. And then I'm going to say, then I want to do that. All right. So inside of that, I want to get that and then that. And then click it. I think that's what I want to do. Let's just see. Sorry, I keep coughing in the microphone. All right, I'm just gonna run that full test because it's gonna run a second test now. So 3 elements: close settings, advanced query settings. Uh-oh. Exact, true. Maybe I need to pass exact. That looks like something I have to do. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's because if you look at what's actually happening here, it's matching. I don't know if you can see that. I'm using, I can zoom it in, but it's matching. It's matching 3 different elements, but it's matching close settings, advanced query settings, and then it's matching. Get by label. Huh. That looks like I could probably. That looks like the one I want to do. I'm just gonna do this right now. Is that what it is though? Yeah, that is it. All right, I'm gonna try that again, and then I'm going to rerun this. I don't know. Is this boring? I feel like I'm having a great time, but I feel like it's a little boring. Kevin, you got it in my head now. Not happy about that. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Can I pause? Oh crap. Sorry. Ugh. Oh my god, come on, let's get it done. All right, that's the settings tab. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. It actually clicked that, which is fine, but I don't want to click that. Maybe tell a joke or two like I usually do. Kevin! Oh, hey, I did this thing. Look. It disappeared. You can do that now. I don't know how to make... I think there's a bot command for that, but I don't remember. I'll tell a joke. Here's a joke. Kevin's a joke. Put me on the spot like that. Hide. Oh, yeah. Is it hide? Did I do hide? Maybe I didn't do hide. I thought I did. Hide? Interesting. No, maybe not. I have to check my bot. Let's look. Let's go on a little tangent here and we'll take a look. Twitch bot. See what we got in here. Should have some commands or something. Now, don't judge because this is not... yeah, it should be hide. Weird. Let me stop stream. You shut up, Kevin. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it does work. Huh. Okay. Well, something went weird. Something went weird. OBS. Set surface. Yeah, strange. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe hold on. Let me just run run TSC. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I didn't build it last time. Let's see now. Sorry to keep. I just keep doing this. Hide. No, something's going on. All right, I'll have to figure it out. I think maybe my source name is wrong or something. I don't know. Circle the webcam. There should be properties on that. Please. Filters. Oh no. Weird. Did it work? Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe my logic was all screwed up or something. I don't know. What was it? Faded out there. Okay, cool. So that's cool. Maybe I have it on big delay or something. I don't know. It's just my stream. Why would I know how it all works? So I don't want to click that. What I want to do is inside of. I want to get. I want to toggle this thing. So that goes there. That's cool. Now, does this mean this is inside of this? Inspect. Is it actually nested in there? It must be. Yeah. Okay. So it's not nested in there. It's a sibling of that. So in there, I need this input. How the hell can I access that? Man, all right. I think I have to do locator. So inside of that, if I do another locator, not locator, right? What I want is, I don't know why that's using those things. I don't need those. What I need is so it's like the what's the sibling? What's the no? Wait a minute. What's the sibling CSS selector? Like CSS sibling? Is it the plus? Is that what it is? No, it's not the plus. Like, I don't want child. I want like adjacent sibling. Yeah, it is plus. So if I go like something like the what am I doing? H2. What the hell is that? That's an H2. Sure, I'm not doing this right. Click label inherit. Oh yeah, maybe. I wonder if that would work. Where's the label? The label. So if I go label, okay, let's try that. That's a great idea. So we'll go role as a label, and then we'll say the name is this. Okay, so let's try. Right, label, and the name is that, and maybe that's all we need. And maybe whatever forever just made everything amazing. Like that, but boom. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna get this thing, we're gonna grab the label with that, and then we're gonna click it. I don't know. So I think there might be some utilities that we can write. I don't know, somebody can write to get some of these sidebar things sorted out, because I mean, it's going to be very common for people to want to test that, like, you know, the button color or the text colors get changed or whatever that is, right? All right, so we got that. We got that. Now we got. Uh-oh. What are we yelling at here? Okay, so we can't find that. It's not finding that inherent query from template. Inspect. Oh, thanks, Kev. Thanks, Kev. Label. So. So, man, this is just a bit freaking annoying. Okay. Okay, so we get to this point here. So that gets us into the editor settings, right? Roles, editor settings, right in here. That gets us to here. And then what we got to do is we got to find an H2 with that, right? So inside of that, we'll go, I'm just going to hide this. Press that button. So I think I should be able to go like H2, or should I be able, I should be able to go like this. No, but I want to go H2 with, what is it, like this, text, right? Is that what I'm doing? I don't know what the hell I know what I'm doing anymore. Text, but H2 text start blank. Let's see if we can do H2. H2. What is settings? Right, but then I want to have the sibling of the div, first sibling, right? That is exactly. Well, but yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. Both those things. This is why people don't test, because it is so painful trying to do the basic things. But if we can do a bit of work, I would be happy to contribute this back. So this, I feel like, is going to get the text inside of this. It's going to get an H2 with the text and settings, and then it's going to get its first sibling, which is a div, right? So, which is this thing. Now I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right, but inside of that, if we grab an input, and then I can go dot locator input. I know, get role. Right, if I just do this, I go input. What is it? Type? No, how do you do the type thing? Like that. Type is going to be checkbox. I think I need to do this the opposite way. You can tell how crappy my CSS is, but I think this is right. All right, Sadie check me here. So this is going to get us into the editor settings. This is going to look for this text and then the first sibling of that. And then inside of that, it's going to get an input with a type of checkbox. So it should get us here, type of checkbox. Yeah. And then hopefully, with a little luck, it will click it. But if you think I know what I'm doing, you're wrong. It looks like I'm hemorrhaging viewers too. That's okay. I'm sorry. Keep coughing in everyone's ear. But you know what? We'll get there. We'll get some cool tests happening. And then hopefully, we'll get some cool tests happening. Okay, get that inserted. Get that there. Get that there. Okay, so this is the name title. Now we're gonna page locator editor settings dot locator h2 settings plus div locator input type checkbox dot click. So it can't find that. Oh, what's this? Maybe this is the wrong selector. If I want to select an H2 with text, do I do it this way or do I do it like this way? Is that right? Like, someone help me. Someone CSS select H2 by text. Or is it content? Oh, yeah, okay. So that doesn't work. All right. Well, maybe there's another way of accessing that. Whatever, where are we here? Where the hell that thing go? Settings. Okay, well let's take this out and then see if that actually finds it. Let's see if that finds it. Thanks, Paul. I clearly don't know enough about CSS anymore. All right, let's do the next test. See how far this go. For sure, probably would have a way to select text though. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's get rolled by. Oh, you know what it is. But what I want to get is I want to get the sibling of it though. Like I don't want to. I can select that, but I want to get the next thing beside it. And it can't get that. Okay, so I mean, I can definitely get role. Get by role, and I can set it to H2, and I can add like this stuff, like that'll work, right? But I don't know how to get the sibling of that. Name's gonna be, it says settings, right? I'm gonna say exact is true. Come on, get out of here. Exact is true, right? So I get. Okay, so I need to look that up then. I think, does your input have a unique attribute? I don't know if it does, to be honest. Let's look. It's this input. I'm gonna do it over here. So it's this input right here. And the only thing I can see is it's this ID, but I think those IDs are dynamically generated. I'm pretty sure that those are not the same every page load. I might be wrong, but I feel like that would be a really kind of silly way of where is this thing? Inspect. Label, where's that span? Input. Yeah, so yeah, the ID is dynamically generated every single time. Yeah, but inspector toggle control, I think there might be more than one. Like this one right here. Inspect. Inspector toggle, yeah. So is there an ID on this thing? Probably an ID on this thing right there. So 2. So that's not helpful. It's really stupid and annoying. So okay. So I got to do this a different way. So let me look this up. Let's say like get siblings. Siblings. Like how to do that? So locator. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Maybe I just have to think about it a slightly different way. Parent element, React locator, what's all this? Match by text, visible elements that contain other elements you can use. You can find the data H tag. Yeah, but there's gonna be more than one of those too. Oh, what's this? Parent element locator? What is this? So what is this? We need to target a parent element or something. Most of the time you should run locator filter by the child selector. For example, what? Locator filter. What's this thing? This method narrows the existing locator according to the options. For example, filters by text. It can be changed to filter multiple times. So page locator TR. So row locator. first. First. All right, so well, it's not going to be the first one though. I need Is it the first checkbox? It's not the first checkbox. Let's see what happens if I just go This is hard. This is hard. Is it? Well, no, because this is going to also have an H stack, I'd imagine, too, Paul. I think. Flexbox, H stack. Yeah, so there's going to be an H stack there, but I think there's also going to be an H stack up here somewhere. Yeah, there's also one there. Why not just add custom attribute to your block settings? Well, because I need to target this. I want to turn that on to make sure that the controls that I'm rendering are actually this is not, no. So the regular query loop block has its inherent query from template thing. Now I'm pretty sure that there is no test for that, but who knows? So this is just really simple testing. Okay. No, it's not something I added. It's just not very well. I just want to be, so if I can go into settings, but that's not the way this this is not that button is a sibling, right? So in here it's layout, and then here, so I got to go here. Like there's just nothing I can target it by. It's so frustrating. Can I not just, couldn't I just grab that before? I thought maybe there's like a label. Like if I just go, did I not try this? Label? Like maybe I don't need to go that deep, because if I get that label and then I click it, maybe it's just more, yeah, just more explicitly define it. Maybe. Let's see. Let's just see. Oh, what am I doing? That's what I want. What if I get rid of this? What if I do that? Maybe it doesn't need to be that specific, because there's not that many there's not that many labels with the name query loop thingy the thing. Oh, my dog's going crazy. Don't know why he's going crazy, but he is. Yeah, I'm still stuck. All right. Oh, there's get by label. I should be using that. Okay, let's try get by label. Maybe that's what I need. Get by label, and then what's the second? The things that's the value. Okay. Get by label. Await page. Get by label. Okay. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe we're not getting there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just let's see. Yep. Okay, we'll run this again. So I'm hoping I can just get that by label. And if I need to get more specific, maybe I can put it in. I'll run this locator first. We'll go from there. I don't even know. We'll see. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Go. This is all good. This is all good. That worked? Oh my god, I think that worked. Haha! That absolutely worked. There we go. Now, if we want, do we need to be more specific? I want to try this, right? So we want to go in there, inside of that. Yep, there we go. Mission. Who did that? That's awesome. All right, so that makes me pretty happy. So then we want to make sure that we should see only certain things. We should not see a bunch of other stuff. So how did we do that last time? We should say expect, like we should be, right? We should be able to pass a couple of that stuff. Expect, is this a label? Can I do this again? Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so post per page. So we should be able to say page get by label to be visible. Can I do a bunch of those? Post order by inspect. That should be the label as well. So post order by. Okay, this might be, I don't know if this is kind of a janky way of doing that. No, what the hell is going on there? But I should not see. Let's just see. Let's make sure I got post meta query. Is there like a to not be visible? To not to be in? To eventually, oh, to be hidden. Okay, there we go. So hopefully that works. Okay, so let's run this. I think there might be a better way of doing that. I'd like to do a single expect that all those things are a way of doing that. And I'll just have to look in how that's done. But I think that's probably what we're wanting to do there. I want to make sure that post per page is there, post order. Oh, that's not going to work. Post order by. Yeah. That's going to fail. So that's going to toggle that. And then let's see. To be hidden. So that's not right. So that's to be hidden. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we run this. Clear. Gonna run this without the debug. Just run all the tests. We should have some passing tests in here. Oh, what? Oh my god. npm run test. We'll get there. Let's see. Should have bits pen thing. Should display subset with inheriting query. Oh, that didn't pass. Why didn't that pass? So what failed? To be post per page to be visible. Weird. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, maybe. You think? I thought, how do you, pretty sure it scrolls down, but that's, you know what? You could be right. It could be very much below the viewport. Let's try it again. Oh, if it exists, that's probably, yeah, I think you're probably right. It's just saying, nope, doesn't work. Okay. Exists to exist. To be policy, to, what am I, to be visible? Maybe there's like a to be visible, to be enabled, to be hidden, to be focused, to be attached, to be oh, it's got to be attached in visible DOM node. Okay, so is there just an exists? Element exists is to be attached. Where do you see that? To be attached. To be, oh, what's that? What's this? To be attached. Oh, okay. So maybe that's it. Maybe this needs to be attached. To be attached. I don't know. And then, so this is a false positive. This to be hidden, because it doesn't necessarily, because it might not be in the viewport. Oh wait, no. Let's check. I'll see what to be hidden is. To be hidden. Or bolts to a non-visible one. Okay, that's cool. Weird. To be visible seems to, yeah, it should be work. Should work. Okay, I'm gonna take that one out. I'm just gonna take this one out and see if the other one's passed. Clear. Yeah, no, none of them are, ow, none of them are actually passing. Yeah, so it's not visible. Expected to be visible timeout. Okay, waiting for page to get post order by. Maybe. I mean, we can check, we can run the debug and see what happens. It'll show us exactly what's going on. It's probably just not in the window. I think that's the problem. I think you're right. I think it's just not being seen. So this first test I'm just going to skip because all this does is make sure it inserts. Second test, I'm going to skip through it. So we're going to page, we're going to insert the block. We're going to, come on. So this is going to click on that. This is going to inherit the query. Okay, so nothing is actually... Nothing. So... Oh, it's all right there. So to be hidden. Okay, so this post order by Oh my god, it is post order by. Oh my god. How did that happen? I gotta fix that. Oh Lord, okay. That's super embarrassing. I gotta fix that. Oh no. Inspect. Post order by. But why is posts per page not working? All right. So embarrassing. So that's not there. So that's actually correct. All right. I'm gonna put this back. We'll run this again. So ridiculous. Okay, come on. Okay, let's scoot this around. Oh, let's leave it where it is. Okay, I don't know if anybody can see this. I'm just gonna scoot through. Come on, insert, click. Okay, so now it's gonna toggle that. So it expects post per page. Oh, I got 2 elements. That's the problem. A spin button. Oh. Strict mode buttons. You get a little post per page resolved to 2 elements. So there's 2 labels there. That's the problem. This works, and this also works. So this is failing for different reasons. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Get roll by slider instead. Try that. Use. Oh, yeah, let's use first. Kevin, you're so smart. Let's see what that does. SMRT. You are so smart. All right. And then, oh, is anyone here from the meetup group? Because if so, give me a little wave. Let me say hey to you. Always happy to see some meetup folks. All right, let's see. Toggly. Next one. Ah, it all worked. All right, they all passed. According to this, we're good to go. Kevin is so smart. Kevaroo. Okay, we're not gonna go debug. We're gonna put this in. All right. Let's see. Should have advanced query panel. Does. Should display subset when it's passing, and it should be inserted. Yay! That's great. That should be a channel point. What should be a channel point? Kevin, what should be a channel point? What you use first should be a channel point? I don't know. Explain yourself, Kevin. Oh, the SMRT sound. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I'm going to do that one. Who's that? Igneous Fury. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Did my friggin' chat go crazy? My bot just didn't. Oh, my Lord. My bot's doing something. All right. Test pass and people follow. There you go. That's what happens. All right. Well, it is 12:10 my time. I don't know what time it is for you. Kevin's probably in Thailand. Are you in Thailand? No, not yet. Soon. We talked about this last week. Anyhow, I'm gonna call it here, and I'm pretty happy with it. Next month. That's right. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I'm going to be obviously adding some more tests to this to get this a bit better, but I might try to work on some like utility type stuff, just to make this a little bit easier. Came from Reddit, awesome stuff. And oh, thanks, Igneous Fury. If I'm saying that right, thank you so much for hanging out, and thanks for the follow. And if anyone who's on YouTube and watching this, let me know how it went, because I just set all that up. I don't know if it's any good. It might just be junk. I got like one chatter from there, which is great. Thank you if you're still with us. It's awesome. Yeah, cool. All right, well, I'm going to call it, but before I do, I'm going to see who else is streaming right now. We got Finite. We haven't streamed that guy or rated that guy in a while, so we're going to do that. And in the meantime, thanks so much for hanging out, and I will be back next week. We're going to be reviewing Gutenberg, I think it's 17.0 next week, and maybe we'll do a bit more tests. You know, any recommendations for WP streamers? Me? What do you mean? Well, I raid Finite because he's the only one that it's him or Primogen. Nobody else streams. I don't follow a lot of streamers that are streaming at this time. So why don't you just back off, Kev? Recommendations for WP streamers. I don't know of a lot. There's me, obviously. Jonathan Bossinger does some stuff. He does a lot of stuff for the Learn team, the WordPress Learn. Learn at WordPress.org. He streams every once in a while. Terrence, haven't seen him in a while. I'm not sure if he streams WordPress stuff. There's a couple of people, but not that many that I'm aware of. But if I find any more, I'll let you know. Anyways, I'm going to raid Finite. I'll see y'all later. You have a great day, except for Kevin.
Kevin!
And I'll talk to you all later.